Oh boy. We are here playing Dark Souls today. In fact, I have a guest with me today who knows a lot more about Dark Souls than I do. Everything from the lore, the characters, and yeah, all that bunch of stuff. So, this here, that's about to say something, their name is Inayad.
Hi everybody, thank you for having me on the channel, Riku.
Absolutely. So, just to start off, I'm going to give you the controller, so that way you can build a character for me.
Oh, this'll be fun. Where do you want your brightness? I'll let you do that.
Yeah, just leave it as is. Alright. Everything should be set up as well as it should be.
Ooh. I am really tempted to make this harder for you.
Are you? No. No.
Don't worry, I don't think I can even do that.
Yeah, that's just all...
Yeah, all the key binding. Okay.
Okay, what?
Obviously, we're gonna do the channel name, of course.
Okay.
There you go. There we go. Alright. The voice acting over here is a lot funnier. What do I want you to railroad into?
Well, I'm pretty sure that the truest Dark Soul experience is deprived.
Oh, of course. And disclaimer to the audience is that Riku over here has played very, very little of this game on my copy of Dark Souls, actually.
Yeah.
So this is virtually a fresh run, because I don't even know the last time you played this.
I have made it to... I think I've made it as far as the Taurus Demon. I've met Solaire.
Yeah, it's very little.
I've met Solaire, and I've gotten to see the dragon that flies out of the sky, so spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen the game.
And I will be keeping it as spoiler-free as possible for the few things that you don't know, because you do have a tendency to spoil yourself on games that you just play in your free time. I am not going to be very nice to you.
Oh, absolutely. I expect nothing less.
Good. But I am going to give you the best gift. So I guess I'm being a little nice, so don't worry about that. The first time I played was actually with this fine person over here.
The Wanderer?
Yeah. So I'm actually gonna give you the Sorcerer. And there you go. And...
But I thought you had a specific challenge in mind for me before.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Sorcerer starting is absolutely just dog crap. It's so good.
Well,
I'm sorry, did you want it harder? I can make it harder for you, absolutely.
Well, the last time that you told me that, you know, I should play this game, you were saying that I should build a specific weapon. I should be going with...
Yeah, okay, alright,
So
I got you, alright. You're welcome.
Yeah, so I'm going to be going with a specific weapon that you
we'll
can
just
usually...
do that.
Oh, you're going to leave me with the pendant? Because how else am I going to get that special weapon?
Oh, you're right, it takes a half hour. Oh, I wanted to give you the best item, though. I guess I'm gonna give you these. The second worst item on the list.
Just to kind of explain, I do have experience in Dark Souls. I have played, like, a tiny bit of this game. I've beaten Dark Souls 3, and I've gotten through some of Dark Souls 2, and I've played a lot of Bloodborne. I've had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun with Bloodborne. That smile, though.
Oh yeah, the smile is wonderful. That's exactly why I picked this. There, we'll do that. I know everyone's screaming, choose the pigtails, but everyone chooses the pigtails, and I'm very sick of it, honestly. And then we'll do your trademark to me, purple. So there you go. And I'm not going to customize further from here, because that's just going to take forever.
Yeah.
So, here you go.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get ready to die. So, like I said... Oh, cutscene.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire. And with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
So that was pretty fun. But I know that there's one more.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
That face. Just
Yeah, I wonder who the main character is. At least you got a smile on your face.
Yeah. So, got myself an item from someone random. And you'll see my controller randomly do stuff like this. It's not a very good controller. I'm gonna have to get an upgrade. So yeah, this is the beginning of the game, and I've heard good things and bad things about the game. For instance, this shouldn't be a $34 port of a mod.
Oh, absolutely not. That's something that's stoked a lot of volcanic takes on the internet, especially the community forums on Steam. I will say that this is actually my first time seeing the remastered version of Dark Souls. I know that it is primarily just texture differences, as you alluded to. You're pretty much paying for a mod that already existed, and
someone died there. I recognize a blood stain when I see one.
That is correct, and now you get to see how they died.
They have a freaking katana.
Yes, they do. And I'm pretty sure I know which one, and I'm pretty sure I know what killed them.
A hacker?
Because... Oh, no. Fun fact is that this area that you're in right now, there is no online capable.
Huh.
This entire area is completely locked for your own instance, and you won't have to touch online play until later in the game. Yeah, slap that fire.
And no, my left trigger actually is like super sensitive.
Ooh, that's beautiful, and I can't wait to just keep seeing that kill you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, sometimes it just kind of randomly happens. Just as a disclaimer, I am not good when it comes to parries. Not even in Dark Souls 3, when it's like, I think considered some of the easiest parrying that you can do.
I'd like to agree with that, yeah.
So one of the goals that I do want to talk about while playing this game is, I want to try, there it goes again. I want to try and not be doing this. I'm going to turn my controller off for a second and reset it while I'm talking. I want to try to actually have enough humanity to get into some PvP play. And I don't mean like going off and trying to find other people, but literally as I'm wandering around, people can invade me, because I know that that's a thing that has been going on since the beginning of Dark Souls.
Okay, so you want to do an invasion run of this, right?
Yeah, so like this is the kind of stuff that's been happening since Demon Souls, right?
That is correct. And with Demon Souls, it was a lot more... I love this guy. I love him so much.
Ah, shit! Okay.
Off to a bad start.
Hey, at least I'm not parrying every 2 seconds.
Oh yeah, that... Yet. Oh, I can't wait for that to start happening again. Try and parry his big ol' hammer, please.
No. I'm just gonna...
Nice timing on that.
Yeah, the one thing that I do know about Dark Souls is not infinity frames, I'm thinking invincibility frames. So yeah, hardest boss in the game, obviously. Got the best weapon in the game. I will say this, while this is going to be a bit of a challenge run to get this to be a usable thing, that's not going to happen unless I just kind of come upon 27,000 souls or something like that.
Well, fortunately for you, two-handing weapons do reduce the strength requirement to use them. So, we can get you into that challenge run even earlier than you think.
Yeah. So, until I can get the weapon to actually work, because I don't want to be dealing 2 damage while swinging absolute dog shite. Oh, there was a phantom there.
Yep. Just another guy starting his run too.
Nah.
Attaboy.
Okay. Still trying to get used to the controls again, because I haven't played a Dark Souls game for a long time. Yeah, killed someone. What does it say? Sorrow ahead. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. There's sorrow ahead. And like, this is the first sign that someone is an actual like is not completely green to this game. Is that they know that this will happen.
Yeah, I remember running around trying to figure out where to go for probably the first 30 minutes of my playthrough before I found out that happened.
So this is the same guy that just dropped a key
That
with
is
a body.
correct. Mm-hmm.
Like he didn't even have to drop the body. The body was just like extra food or something, right?
What probably happened is that undead happened to have the key on him, and he was just killing undead.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and see what he has to say.
Oh, you're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
I'm very clearly dead, so yeah.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite.
Gotta get that Sunny D.
Oh, and this.
Oh, okay. Suddenly 2 keys.
Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
So
Now, the reason you got those 2 keys is because the fact that you killed the hardest boss in the game already. Like, you have to get a reward. Congratulations, you beat Dark Souls, and by Oscar.
So, fun fact, the first time I ever saw this game, and I was really interested in it, and I thought, I'll go ahead and watch it be played for a little bit. So I got to watch, I got to watch someone, no name disclosure, but I got to watch them play the game, and she ran straight up to Oscar, walked up to him and slashed him, killed him in 1 hit. Everyone was just because no one in their right mind has killed Oscar the moment they meet him.
Yeah, if I remember right, I believe I've seen that video too, and that, honestly, I started laughing so hard.
It was actually on your computer.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That was so long ago. So fun fact is
Get that straight.
I'm sure a lot of people didn't even blink twice, because that's actually a speedrun strat.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure...
In the ancient legends, it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen.
Chosen by the crow. But
To
we're not...
leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage
Dang it.
to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Lordland.
Yeah. I apologize. I have terrible timing.
Oh, yeah, you do. Notorious, absolutely.
Yeah, it happens at work too. But I'm not planning on doing any speedrunning strats because I've heard of things such as so I've actually had a lot of difficulty with the Taurus Demon when I first played the game.
Yes.
And I heard that you can literally just step up in front of him and bye, he just jumps off.
That is possible, with the right angling and with the right amount of luck. You can convince him to jump off the edge out of fear.
Well, I mean, you could also just like persuade him, like just roll the dice and see if you get a
Hey
nat
man,
20 in
can
charisma.
you just walk just 1 pace to your right? All right, thanks, fam.
Yeah, just like this. All right, so we're out of jail now. We're relaxing by the bonfire. We're heating ourselves up, getting our toes nice and warm. We're gonna go ahead and cut it off here. We're gonna take a little bit of a break, and when we come back, we'll start to experience Dark Souls. Hope you enjoyed.
The Darkest Souls.
Yeah, more on that later. Anything else you want to say?
This is gonna be